Hello, Geminis. Oh my goodness, there's a child running up the street on their own. Okay, the grown up is with them now. Phew! All right. Just they were running across the road, or it's like, is that child with anyone, or has it escaped? Right, okay. Gemini. Anything that happens in a reading is part of a reading. So if you've got kids, make sure you're keeping an eye on them. What are you doing? Granny, Granny, please hold the little boy's hand. He's scaring me. Granny, no. Granny, no. Stop checking your phone, Granny. Oh my goodness, he's off. He's off. All right, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Um, if you're wondering why I've got an assortment of characters on the table, you can go and watch the all signs reading at the start of the week on Sunday. It's kind of like a bit of a cover of what's going on collectively for everybody. Really exciting energies. Really, really interested to get more into the reading this week. It's a bit bonkers though. And Taurus's reading. Some of these characters appeared mid-reading for Taurus, so some crazy stuff going on. I think it's gonna be quite a surprising week, is what I want to say. What's not surprising, or which actually did surprise me quite a lot, was the song that randomized for you was Superstar by the Carpenters. Now, those of you who come to my heart just beat, those of you who come to my channel quite often know that this was the song that came for you for your big reading last time. So you've got the exact same song randomized as the last reading. Like, no word of a lie, I've got like, I think it's like 1,700 songs at this point on my liked songs on Spotify. And yeah, so the chance of the exact same song coming through for the exact same star sign, like, that is quite crazy. That is quite crazy. So definitely still in love with that Superstar, huh? We'll see where that goes. We'll see if there's any progress. We'll see what wants to come out for you this week. Jam Butty, Gemini. Silly reading. Are you eating jam butties? Do you like jam butties? Is this a thing? So if you don't know what a butty is, it's many things, but what I'm talking about is a jam sandwich. So 2 slices of bread, butter, jam. But Bob's your uncle, you've got a jam sandwich. Maybe somebody is looking after kids, because a jam butty is a very like toddler type food. So I don't know why I was getting jam butty. What it means to me is my family do this silly thing where if we're walking and we're holding hands and we have to break hands for any reason, so say we go around a lamppost or something, it's like a superstition. We say jam butty, jam butty, jam butty. So you have to say it 3 times, and then it's like, it's okay, we can hold hands again. It's like a silly weird tradition that we do. So I don't know, maybe we're talking about traditions, maybe a little bit of like heritage or ancestry with the stuff that's going on over this side of the table. My right ear's ringing. Gemini, so a week on Wednesday, Gemini energy. Gemini, 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 superstar. I love you, I really do. You could be getting a gift off someone. Bit wary that the king has come out in reverse. Now we have good kings and we have bad kings. So when I actually pulled some cards off camera for a Gemini. I did a personal reading for a Gemini, and interestingly, they had the Emperor and the Star, and what was kind of going on for them. And I'm okay talking about this on camera. Just kind of say it's not, no, they're not. It's not like an identified kind of thing. They were. I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you the images because I used this deck. So just be very, very careful. Everything was looking very, very positive, but what I was getting was that Gemini was working very hard to impress an Emperor. Now, the Emperor is normally like a boss energy. So in this other reading that I did for this other Gemini, and again, I'm not going to kind of like out anybody here or anything like this, but there we go. I'm just looking for the cards so I can show you what I was seeing. So it's the same energy. It's a collective Gemini thing at the moment, I feel, for a lot of you. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading, but it's somebody's reading, right? So you can see the star card, she's almost kneeling in front of this Emperor. So what is basically happening, this energy is somebody, it could be some kind of boss or some kind of gatekeeper energy. It's somebody who can offer this person something. Now it is in connection to some kind of like star energy. It's like, I want access to this reward and recognition. It's the reason why this person's doing this, and I feel like this is you, Gemini, is because it's healing a part of yourself that has felt rejected in the past. Maybe a gate was closed to you in the past, you felt rejected, therefore there's like this internal this internal push, this internal drive to impress somebody. It's kind of like that daddy energy, you know, like you know, I'm fulfilling something that was missing in myself. Like I was rejected by my own father, so therefore I'm trying to impress this kind of boss figure. So the process that this person is going through is healing for them. It's healing some part of themselves that needs this recognition from this person. I'm worried what happens if you don't get the recognition from the person, but they are looking at each other, but it is a power imbalance. So just be wary. It is in connection, Gemini, to your hopes and dreams and wishes. Now, I'm going to kind of just put that aside as kind of like a possible thing that is happening in this reading. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but we have this king energy, and this king is offering something, right? And the king has something to offer, but the thing is, the king expects something in return. So there's a two-way dynamic here where it's give and take. Excuse me a second. Okay, so what I was getting just while I paused as well is there's something here about, so there's equal give and take. So it doesn't look like it's equal, does it? It doesn't look like it's equal. I want to say that this emperor is offering you, because I'm reading this side as you, I want to say the emperor is offering you the world, or can offer you the world, right? There's an offer being made here. Can you see he's got his hand out? He's giving you a handout, perhaps. But it could be actually that your energy is healing to this emperor. I feel like this emperor could be recognizing something about you being like star material, or it's like they are putting you in the spotlight. Again, I feel like you had this in the last reading where it's something like, it was like this person perhaps did have some sort of fame or celebrity, like maybe they were in a band or something, you know. But I want to say that I don't think it is. I don't think it is uneven. I think it's actually quite well balanced, because I think you're healing something to this emperor, right? This emperor recognizes your star potential. But also, I want to say that you're actually higher than the emperor. The emperor is very, very, very powerful. He's all four kings of the tarot. Normally, this is somebody who has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of control, definitely kind of gatekeeper energy. They hire and fire people, or they get to make the decisions. You know, it can be a father figure, it can be a boss, it can be like a kind of husband, divine masculine, a very powerful person who can open doors for people, I want to say. But at the same time, Gemini, I think you know your own worth here. I think this is like, because the star is really, really high, right? The star is something that's like divine, it's inspirational. It's like, I don't know if you're the muse. Maybe you're the muse for this person. I don't know why I'm getting Gemini on this side as well. It could flip it and reverse it if necessary. I think this kind of wing on the back of his chair is kind of giving me butterfly energy. So it's... There's a transformation taking place, and it's between these two energies. So some sort of offer being made, right? Just the hand stretching out. It's like it goes beyond, right? So I want to say that the king is in a position to offer something. You see this kind of like tiny little, it's almost like a gold pearl. This king offers something. It's a tiny gold pearl. But because it's almost like the star, whoever you are in this reading, the star is the creative energy. It's the inspiration. It's the... Okay, sorry about the interruption. So I want to say this person, the Emperor King character, gives this pearl. It could be like a pearl of wisdom, it could be some sort of offer, like an investment maybe, in return to the muse character, because the muse is inspirational. I was getting something then, but I'll hold back on that one. Depending on what card comes out here, I may or may not say it. So, and it's almost like that's the diamond as well there. It's like it goes higher, it's beyond, it's given... This energy has it, they give it to this energy, and it goes beyond and becomes something new and inspirational. Don't know what this seal is. It could be that the Emperor is giving somebody the seal of approval. Almost like getting verified or something, right? It's like it's something that can be used to take something to advance someone's career, perhaps, or... All right, let's see. So can I get another energy, please? I'm reading for Wednesday for Gemini. So we've got the bat and the wolf. Do you see the colours, these kind of reds and oranges that are coming through? There's something with that. So there's a lot of stuff about inspiration. Now we don't have... It feels like lower chakra energy, right? It feels like first, second, maybe third chakra, right? The lower chakras, just with the colours. So this is talking about creativity and passion, kind of one's energy, movement, action, things that are being done, you know, even sexuality and things like this. It's something awakening, some kind of intuition. These are both very, very intuitive animals. I want to say that it's like this way around, because the wolf is kind of giving me like Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing, you know, kind of like the successful person, you know, an investor perhaps. But then it's like very grounded, right? It's got the alchemy symbol for, I want to say earth. I keep getting these wrong. Let me just double check my notes. Yeah, so, and then yeah, earth and air. So this is air, and you are an air sign, Gemini. So I do think you're this star energy. So there's something about like intuition or radar or like a psychic link or something like this. It's coming through as very I'm getting knowing but not saying. Like sonar, intuition. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, Gemini, Wednesday, Gemini energy. Gemini, Wednesday energy. The Empress. Hey, so I want to say that you are a match to this Emperor, if not more than. Again, the Empress can be this kind of muse energy. It's the Queen to the King. It's the this is a match. And there's a huge amount of, yeah, look at this, look at the imagery. There's a huge amount of creative potential here. You know, this Empress energy, which I am seeing as your energy, Gemini, is very inspirational. It is very, almost like out of this world. If you want to talk about like the Magician card as well, the Magician manifests and makes something a reality. I feel like you're the ideas person. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. You're the ideas person. You're the creative. You're the supporter. Like, so even though you bend the knee, because it's proper, right? It's proper to bend the knee to the king. Oh my god, can you see he's actually also bending the knee? So even though she's lower, I'm sorry, there is a bit of nakedness on this card. Even though she's lower, right, she's being passive. Okay, so we've got yang energy and yin energy. This could all be your energy, Gemini, which would make a huge amount of sense, right? The two sides of the self. If not, if this is you and a person, like one of you is down on one knee, like humbling themselves, being lower, being vulnerable. Something about vulnerability with the nakedness, you know, showing themselves, not literally, you know, don't be flashing people, but it's like I'm vulnerable here, I have nothing to hide, I'm humble, I bow to you kind of energy. Where the Emperor up on his throne, right, he has a lot of eyes on him. I want to say that you do as well with this star energy. The star can talk about being in the limelight, but the Emperor, he's responsible for a lot of people. So he's more guarded, he's armoured, right? There's a sense of them not being able to be as open and vulnerable with you as you can be with them. But I feel like your vulnerability is healing to the Emperor. It's like you're showing the Emperor how to be vulnerable. But you can see they are mirroring, right? They're mirroring this, they've got the same pose. So even the Emperor, though the Emperor is higher and bigger, there's a reflection here between the two. It's giving me, now you can go and look on, is it the Pantheon? Me with my classics degree not being able to remember names of things. So in Athens, the big temple there, the temple of the Acropolis, is it the word's gone out my head again. The big me with my classics degree, well, humanities with specialism is in classics. The big temple to Athena in Athens as part of the Acropolis, right? If you can look at the frieze and I do know what I'm talking about. Words go out of my head sometimes. If you look at the frieze that runs on the inside, actually, I believe, of the temple, I think it's actually in the British Museum at the moment. You can see that the gods are actually represented as being bigger than the humans, right? This is someone who's got a big presence, I want to say. Again, it could be somebody who's literally famous or in the spotlight in some sort of way. But they're actually depicted as being bigger than the humans. So let's keep going. So what else, please, for Gemini? What else, please, for Gemini? That's too many. I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm only really taking one card. I'm like, I've got two here, but I don't want the readings to be too long. So one card, please, for Gemini. Week on Wednesday. You've got two. Of course you do. So you've got the seven. Oh, you've got more than two. You've got the Seven of Swords twice here. You've got the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Voices. I want to say that there's some kind of intimidation technique going on here with some kind of offer that's being made to you. You can see that this person's almost like this kind of gatekeeper energy again. Look at these foxes. I want to say that there's two sides to this person, right? This could be something about your energy, Gemini, because it's that yin-yang energy, right? The two sides of the self. I feel like you've got to somehow get past this person. It's almost like sneaking past, sneaking through this energy. Like these foxes are... It's almost like these foxes are guarding the path that you want to go down. So you need to be quite sneaky about this. Could be something at work, right? The people at the table, right? Like the eyes on you. It's kind of giving me like do you remember films like The Never-Ending Story, where it's got like the two towers and they shoot out the lasers? It's like you've got to get past this. Or like I feel like there's a story, again, I don't know why my degree's failing me right now, but there's a story from mythology where I want to say it's probably Perseus. Somebody's sailing a ship through some cliffs and there's like a scary monster. Is it the Scala, Scalla, is it? That's like attacking the ship. Or like the walls closing in on you. There's something to that. It's like the searchlights. So this Ace of Wands is coming through with the wheel as some sort of offer. There's definitely an offer being made. I feel like you're getting this false offer thing that I've been getting through. Now, I haven't talked about it in a reading yet, but I've been getting some stuff about a false offer, almost like a trick offer. So somebody like giving you a gift, but you open the box and it's like one of those like Jack-in-a-boxes, right? It's like a clown head. So there's this kind of like Joker energy attached to something that's being offered, and the trick is to see the trick. The trick is to not take the false offer. And that's why it's attached to this Wheel of Fortune energy. I want to say it's a gamble. Like, you don't really know what you're getting here. You don't know if you're going to, which side of the coin you're going to get here with this gamble. So don't take the false offer. again, it's coming through that only one, like there's a right, you see that slot in the heart space, there's two things being offered here. It's like, are you going to take the right offer? Like, are you going to take the pearl, which looks expensive, right? It looks valuable. It looks like it's something that you should take. Or are you going to take the wax seal? I almost feel like there's a trick in the offer. I feel like there's some sort of test where, what is this person going for? What is... Because the Emperor's got to be careful, right? The Emperor's guarded, the King, the Emperor, they're protected, right? They're armoured. So there is something about being vulnerable. Show it, bearing your heart, right? Bearing all. But I feel like the Emperor energy is like, is this a trick? This is a gamble to take this offer, to move towards this. There's a gamble here with this. But there is something about inspirational creativity, or like something new, something passionate and new, right? Like, let's pull, let's read the Wolf card. I want to read let's read the King card. Do I need to read the King card? Basically, the King card just says, I'll read it. I found the page, I'll read it. The ruler, the commander, the emperor. There you go, right? Confirmation there. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over all of it. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of the land, make decisions and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted, so as to avoid corruption. See what I mean? Like the emperor is being scrutinized. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He's either seated in benevolence and strength. So here's the dual nature. You could be either of these characters, honestly, Gemini. He's either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you towards peace, or he's oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, and yet great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They must take their throne with grace and humility, knowing that the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. When like benevolence, divine leadership, service and nobility, but be careful, because the emperor in the dark, if you think of tyrants, right, they can use that power in really, really oppressive and destructive ways. And the king did come out in reverse. So be careful. Oppression, misuse of power and corruption, right? So it could be that somebody's wary of being seen as corrupt in some sort of way. Feels like I'm reading for Lana Del Rey. I think she's Cancer though. It's like all her songs. Okay, so let me get up a card on the king. Tell me about the king. You are a badass being full of life, love and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. It could be a Taurus, right? We could be dealing with a Taurus here. Right, the Nine of Wands. So I want to say that this is actually a good emperor, a good king. So whoever this person is, obviously it's probably not an emperor or a king, but it's probably someone who is, perhaps they run a business, or they're in a position of management or power in some sort of way, right? They're some kind of gatekeeper in your life. It's somebody who has a lot of responsibilities, and a lot of people rely on the emperor. And I want to say that this is more than likely a good emperor, because the Nine of Wands shows me that they've had a lot of experiences that they've had to learn from. It's not been easy for this person to get to the position that they're in. You know, they've had to fight a few battles. It could be that they've become quite hardened from this, which is why you showing your softer side is actually quite healing to them. But yeah, I want to say that sometimes power is handed to people on a plate, in which case they haven't learnt these kind of lessons. But to get to be a true emperor, to be all four kings of the tarot, you have to have the tough experiences that teach you those hard lessons that make you a better person. So let's read the wolf. And it's like the wolf as well. If you want to talk about emperors, you know, wolves can be lone wolves who, like, you know, they're ruthless. They go, you know, they're doing stuff for themselves. Or it could be somebody who is a more of a family character, you know, of the wolf as part of the pack. You know, the alpha wolf in the pack has to protect all the other wolves. He has to protect the family. So there could be definitely something there with this kind of dual nature of this this character. Could definitely be a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. It's Aries Taurus. I'm just looking because it's earth sign energy. Guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, mentor, right? Again, it could be some sort of offer being made because they see the star potential in you, Gemini. Where am I up to? Mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes that every member of the tribe, this is Virgo energy though for me, I have to say. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes that every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all and exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. I do feel like this emperor could be on a bit of a tipping point where, you know, they could easily slip into this negative energy of judgmental and dominating. I think, especially if somebody's, you know, the emperor sets the rules. So if somebody's not following the rules, you know, they could easily be like cast out of the family kind of thing. So I want to just say that now I've got Capricorn. So I've got all three earth signs now: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. General earth sign energy. So the Queen of Pentacles tells me that this energy, whoever this is, they are very, very nurturing. They are very skilled. They do want to teach others. So yeah, the King and Queen of Pentacles with this Emperor and the Wolf is telling me that this person, they have worked hard to get to where they are. They have fought a lot of battles. They have, it's almost like this person's pushed through and cleared the way for other people to follow. But it's almost like they expect other people to work as hard as they did, when actually the point of them pushing through, the point of them becoming the Emperor or the Queen of Pentacles or the King, whoever, is that they were trying to, I feel like they had this intention of looking after the flock, of making things easier for the people who follow. So there's almost something where the Emperor is almost comparing other people to themselves and saying, well, this person has it too easy. Which I think is coming from a place within them where they remember this kind of battle-scarred energy. But I think it's also coming from a place of what would these people do if they were in my situation, if they did have to, right, I understand now, they if they were faced with the same problems and dilemmas as I was. So the Emperor is setting a test. It's this kind of energy of, it's a Bible story, I don't know exactly who, it's in the back of my mind somewhere, but there's two mothers and they're fighting over a child, and the king says, right, chop the child in half, you can both have half each, that's fair. And the real mother was like, no, don't hurt the child, the other mother can have the child, right? It's like anything but hurting my child. And that showed that the mother loved the child. You know, it was that she was the true mother, and the king ruled in her favour. No, you keep the child because you passed this test. So it's like, I want to say that the Emperor is assessing. The Emperor is saying, I see the potential in this person. They're very, very creative. There's a lot of potential here with this person. Are they going to fail this test? Are they going to take the pearl instead of the seal? Because this is kind of almost giving me like something that's slipped out of somebody's hand, right? It's like they chose badly. They chose poorly. Pass this test and don't ask why. What's that? Make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's from a song. It's a line from a song. If you Google it, it'll probably come up, but I'm not getting the rest of the song. Pass this test and don't ask why. I'm just going to make a note of it and we can Google it. If I find it, I'll put it in the description box down below. Make the best of this test and don't ask why. Make the best of this test and don't ask why. My heart just pounded. Right, so the bat energy. It's kind of like sonar, intuition. The don't ask why worries me because I'm the sort of person I like to know what I'm getting into. I'm like, give me the terms and conditions. I'm going to read them, right? And then probably break them. That's my Gemini moon, my Sagittarius Mars. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. You've got to have the chaos. You've got to have the people who break the rules. Otherwise, there's no innovation, okay, Emperor? Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and other things to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. Bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Tell me about the star and the bat. Tell me about the bat energy. Queen of Wands. So we've got two queens. The Queen of Wands is, don't worry too much about gender. It doesn't matter, he, she, they. It's more about the energy of the cards than the character on the cards. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very passionate, very, very creative. I should say that the Queen of Pentacles tends to be like wife energy, wife, mother, boss. The Queen of Wands is, she's very, very loyal. She's very loyal because, again, she's been through this Nine of Wands energy, right? She's fought a lot of battles. She's tried and tested things. She's failed at things. But it's just made her really, really strong and confident in the things that she knows what she likes and she knows what she wants. So if there's no question of loyalty around the Queen of Wands, she's quite clear about what she wants. And she's quite upfront. Again, this kind of Sagittarian energy. So I think it's typically Leo, but I read it as Sagittarius. So either way, you know, the rabbit's looking at this cat. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Pentacles, her back is turned, but the rabbit is looking at the cat. So I feel like there's almost and the rabbit's connected to Empress energy. Again, wife, mother, boss, doesn't have to be. I think this is the same person. Like two sides of the same coin, right? Two sides of the same person. So one side of this person may be very motherly, very nurturing, very supportive, very skilled, very grounded, very practical. The other side of this person is much more charismatic, much more courageous, outgoing, flamboyant, confident, funny, vibrant. It does feel like this is the same energy, right? Again, it could be you, Gemini, flip side of the same coin, you know. It's not that one is necessarily bad and one is necessarily good, but it could be that one side is more sensible and one side is a bit more fierce, right? It's like, which side are you going to get today? So it could be that this is the rebirth, coming out of something that's quite stable, like maybe coming out of something that's like a family into something that is like it's like death and rebirth, right? It's like a transformation into something that is more like following your passions and your desires, like following what speaks to your heart, following what excites you. Let's read the Empress. I feel like this is very, very similar energy. The Empress. What is going on in this reading? There's something that I'm not getting here, and I know that I'm not. right? There's something that I'm meant to be seeing that I'm not seeing, or something that's being hidden from me psychically. So if I'm not meant to know, my guides are going to hide it from me. The Empress, nurturing energy, mothering love from the universe, Gaia and the divine feminine, fertility, healing, self-love, compassion, creating a path that is healing for yourself and for others, unbridled creativity. Because this is the thing, how I was saying, the Emperor is all 4 kings of the tarot. The Empress is all 4 queens of the tarot. So she's both the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands are both aspects of the Empress. She's normally depicted with a rabbit, as I say, but she's very, very creative. So I'm hearing untapped potential, untapped potential. So it's like there's a side of someone that is waiting to come out and be explored, because this Empress, she contains all this different energy, right? Fertility, healing, right? Self-love, compassion, creating a path that is healing for yourself and for others, unbridled creativity, fruit from the creatrix. Dripping with creation, the Empress strolls gracefully in her garden of ideas. She whistles tones of sacred geometry and spirals her voice into beautiful new patterns and timelines. Seeds spark, plants begin to shoot, and from somewhere across the distance she hears the voices of singing children who are dancing to their futures to life. Smiling, she pulls the hood back and showers their paths with new energy. Planets, worlds, lives and loves spiral out auspiciously from her starseed core, and they spiral out to you. You can access this ancient creator energy and birth your creations from your most readily available resource, love. You are made of this same fairy dust and shaped from the elements that originated from deep within her Big Bang heart. Use her musings to bring your most exquisite visions into being. Her golden seeds are, after all, everywhere. Or wait, her golden seeds are everywhere. Golden seed. Maybe the seed's the right thing to take then. Maybe the seed is what's in the heart. And maybe the seal is some kind of seal of approval, or... So maybe the Emperor looks for approval from others when actually what he needs is almost like this. Right, you need to go and watch. You don't need to. If you want to, I would recommend you go and watch the reading from the start of the week. So it's the all signs reading, because there's something in that reading about not only the diamond and the pearl, because there's a diamond in the pearl. Right, okay, we're getting the heart stuff again. There's a diamond in the pearl, and again, it's not going to make sense unless you go and watch that reading, because I'm not going into it all now. The diamond is in the pearl, and the pearl fits into this soul space, and the star is in the diamond. The star's in the diamond and the diamond's in the pearl, which is what slots into this space, which allows somebody to be authentic. The star's in the diamond and the diamond's in the pearl, and that's the key to unlocking something and having this change of fortune and this new, passionate new start. Okay, where am I up to? Planets, worlds, lives and loves spiral out auspiciously from her starseed core, and they spiral out to you. You can access this ancient creator energy and birth your creations from your most readily available resource, love. You are made of this same fairy dust and shaped from the elements that originated from deep within her Big Bang heart. Use her musings to bring your most exquisite visions into being. My heart is pounding. Her golden seeds are, after all, everywhere. Or wait, did you think those seeds were lemons? There's definitely Libra going on here. She muses. What a wonderfully perfect day for some lemonade. Did you think the seeds were lemons? What? Libra's been getting this. The Empress is Taurus Libra, and Libra's been getting this thing about making lemons into lemonade. So I don't know if this... What day am I doing this reading on? just a second, let me look at my little star chart thingy. So you're going up on Wednesday, the 27th. On the 25th, there was a trine between the moon in Gemini and Mars in Libra. So there was some kind of collaborative energy going on there between those signs. Now on the 28th, there's an opposition with Cancer and Mars in Libra. So I feel like you're on, oh, I heard you're on the winning team. You're on the winning team. You're part of some sort of collaboration. I wonder if the Three of Pentacles is going to come out. I need to finish reading this. I'm sorry, I get really into my readings. I get really, really interested in what he's trying to tell me. All the creative and all the dreams, bubbles and musings from earth. Life full of creation, she flows from the seams, spillings and brewings of birth. The devil. Why is the devil here? Oh, so the devil's being cut out. Okay, so there's some kind of, is this some kind of group project? Secretive, be patient. I think there's something I'm not meant to know yet. King of Cups there as well. Be patient, Gemini. There's something here balancing between passion and emotion that needs to be balanced before something can be moved forward. And there could be, I don't know if there's some kind of collaboration going on. I'm picking up on that, but I'm not seeing it in the cards. But I feel like there's something that needs to be took out here. It's like the Knight of Swords is coming in to break the chains of the devil. So whatever that devil energy is, it's something that is toxic to the situation. Right, I'm going to get you an advice card. Advice card for Gemini, please. Advice card for Gemini. I think this is... I know I haven't pulled you... Yes, I have the wheel. Okay. There's something else. There's something here with this reading that I know is being hidden from me. There's something that I can't access, and if I can't access it, it's something to do with divine timing. There's a reason why you don't know something yet. Could be something to do with making the right choice or seeing something for what it truly is. There's some kind of trick, some kind of offer and some kind of trick. You've got 3. Okay, you've got angel. I'm going to go again so that I just get 1, but you've got Goddess Isis, Archangel Jeremiel, and Archangel Raziel. So I don't know if you want to have a look and see if any of those like mean anything to you. I don't know if you Google the names. Right, let me focus. Advice please, Gemini, for Wednesday. Getting too many. Archangel Michael. 1 card please. I'm only taking 1 card. Advice please for Gemini. Advice please for Gemini for Wednesday. I'm only going to take 1 card, or I'm going to split the deck. Archangel Michael, yeah. Was it Archangel Michael? What came out and I read it as Archangel... It's funny that I read the wrong card as Archangel Michael and Archangel Michael came out. Okay. Really, really good. Really good sign here. Yeah, I'd say that you're being divinely protected if Archangel Michael's come out in your reading today. Yes, Tommy, I agree. Keywords: protection, truth and clarity. Archangel Michael, or Saint Michael, is one of the most well-known and revered angels. His name means he who is like God, and he is mentioned... It's funny that I was saying that this person's like the Greek gods, right? He's larger than life. Excuse me. I mean, this might not actually be... This might be literally like a religious thing, like a higher power. It may not even be. I mean, the Emperor is very earthy, but this could be like somebody praying as well. His name means he who is like God, and he is mentioned in the religious text of the Christian, Jewish and Islamic faiths. He is referred to as a warrior, a leader and a great captain. So I feel like there's somebody like this. What I'm using this deck for is, it's like angels among us. So this is somebody on earth who is almost acting like an angel on earth for you. It's somebody who is guiding you or supporting you or mentoring you or something at this time. There's a reason this person's in your life. So if this is reminding you of someone, I want to say it's that person. And it feels like it's the Emperor, because it says he's a leader and a great captain. Archangel Michael is a powerful protector, and he is the one to call upon whenever you need to feel safe, protected, or you want to muster up some courage. The Oracle: you are stronger than you know, and you have reserves of strength that you haven't accessed yet. Whatever is going on in your life now, you have got this. Love and relationships: have the courage to put yourself out there with the people you love. Walk away from the people who do not have your best interests at heart. If this is work for you. Stand in your power. It's time to discover and activate your life purpose. If your concern is your home life at the moment, protect your home with the light of Michael and a good security system. If you're interested in money at the moment in this reading, get some clarity on what is really going on in your finances. Knowledge is power. If it's well-being, work on creating healthy, loving boundaries with others so you're not affected by their energy that is not yours. Spiritually, work on your energy and spiritual protection. Visualize yourself in a protective bubble of light. Affirm and trust that you are safe. That's what I do when I do energy work. For myself and others. I send that like white light to people and picture them in the bubble of healing light. My heart just pounded. Embody the energy of Archangel Michael by being brave and courageous in your life and taking leaps of faith. We saw the Fool card, right? Taking responsibility for your own energy, what you allow in and what you send out. Being kind and clear and intentional in how you communicate. Taking the next step towards discovering and living in alignment with your life's purpose. All right, Gemini, I hope that was helpful to you. It was a bit of an everywhere reading. It was, I don't know what's going on with that, but it felt really, really big. Do look after yourselves. Do take care of people who are important and who you value in your life. I want to say this King of Cups is a very, like, there's depth here to this energy, to this offer. Choose wisely, and if you like, leave me a like, subscribe, comment down below if anything particularly resonated. And yeah, it's always helpful. Gemini army, when you show up big. So if you want to share this with your Gemini friends, that's always super helpful for me in terms of like views and things like that and watch time. So thank you to those of you that do share the video, and cross watchers and stealth watchers are always welcome as always. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a drink of water and something to eat. Do take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye, gems.